Hello everyone, myself Dr. Madhusudan Bele, Department of Zoology, Shri Vasantrao Naik Mahavidyalaya Dharni. In this lecture, we will discuss a basic structure of antibody. Many pathogens which are present and multiply in extracellular spaces of human body. These extracellular spaces protected by B cells. These B lymphocytes originated and complete their maturation in bone marrow. After that, these cells are released in blood. They continuously circulate in between lymph, blood and the secondary lymphoid tissue, and these cells produce a particular kinds of antibodies which are responsible for the killing of that pathogens which are present in the extracellular spaces, and these are called as antibodies. Now, how these antibodies are produced? When these B cells recognize a specific antigen, they get activated. And forms memory B cells and plasma cells. And these plasma cells are responsible for the secretion of antibody in the influence of cytokines which are secreted by the T helper cells. Now we will see the structure of antibody. This is the antibody. What is the antibody? Antibodies are the antigen binding proteins present on B cell membrane and secreted by the plasma cells. Antibody have basic Y-shaped structures. This is the Y-shaped structure of antibody, having a light chain and the heavy chain. Antibodies are also known as immunoglobulins because they belongs to the group of glycoprotein called as immunoglobulins, and these glycoproteins plays a major role in immunity. Basically, all antibody and antibody attached to the B cell, BCR, is the same. B cell receptors are the one of the kind of immunoglobulins. So in this diagram, B cell having attached antibody and free antibodies or the secreted antibodies. The difference is only that BCR are membrane bound immunoglobulins and antibodies are secreted immunoglobulins. Now we study the basic structure of antibody. All the antibodies have common structure containing 4 polypeptide chains, 2 identical light chains having a molecular weight about 25 kilodalton and 2 identical heavy chains having a molecular weight about 50 kilodalton. These chains bind together to make a Y-shaped molecule. So each light chain is connected to the heavy chain via a single disulfide bond with a single disulfide bond, and whereas the heavy chain connected to each other via 2 disulfide bond in the mid region, and this mid region is called as a hinge region. So this hinge region which is present at the middle is provided more flexibility. Due to hinge region, it provides rotation and binding of the antibody molecule. There are number of non-covalent bonds are present to keep this chain together. The 2 ends of Y-arm which are present at the top is called as a variable regions. The end of variable region is also called as a antigen binding site. The Y portion with the top of stem is called as a Fab region. This region is also known as a Fab region. Fab region means fragment antigen binding. The stem region of the antibody molecule as well as the lower portion of the arm called as a constant region. It is also called as a Fc region, means a fragment crystallizable, or the stem region. These Fc region or the stem region often act as a receptor for phagocyte during the opsonization or antibody dependent cell mediated cytotoxicity. Antibodies are polypeptide The N terminals of polypeptide present at the top, N, NH3 positive, and the C terminal present at the base, COO negative. Let's study more about light and heavy chains. Each light chain polypeptide having a molecular weight about 25 kilodalton and about 220 amino acids. In this diagram, the blue color shows a light chain. In humans, there are two types of light chains, kappa and lambda. They are similar in structure and function, but these are encoded by different genes. Kappa chains are encoded on chromosome number 2 and lambda chain encoded on chromosome number 22. It is important that a single antibody contains only one light chain, either kappa or lambda, but never both. In humans, there are 60% light chains are kappa chains and 40% are lambda, whereas in mice 95% of light chains are kappa and 5% are lambda chains. Heavy chain. Heavy chain are larger subunit of antibody structure. This diagram showing the heavy chain in the green color, and this is the larger antibody structure. Each heavy chain has molecular weight about 50 to 70 kilodalton. There are 5 major types of different classes of heavy chain, such as mu, gamma, alpha, delta and epsilon, present on the chromosome number 14, which corresponds to 5 different classes of antibodies. They are also written as M, G, A, D and the E. These are the different classes of antibodies. Heavy chain contain about 330 amino acid for gamma, alpha, delta and 440 amino acid for mu and epsilon. Each light and heavy chain contain two distinct regions. First, variable region, which is denoted by V, and the constant region, which is denoted by C. In this diagram, you will see both variable region and the constant region of heavy chain and the light chain. In variable region, first 110 amino acid present on the N-terminal region in both heavy and the light chains. The variable region of light chain and the heavy chain forms the antigen binding site. So these are the variable region of heavy and the light chain forms the antigen binding site. So there are two antigen binding sites in a antibody. Why this is called as a variable region? Because they have great variability in amino acid sequences. That's why they are called as a variable region. So variability of amino acid is localized in a certain areas, and these areas are known as a hypervariable region or CDR region. So CDR means complementarity determining region. So this CDR region which forms antigen binding sites. So this hypervariable region and the CDR region forms the antigen binding site antigen binding sites, and due to these CDR or hypervariable region, antibody is able to recognize variety of the antigen, and these CDR having a 3 forms: CDR1, CDR2 and the CDR3. So next, the constant region, the region beyond variable region, is called as a constant region of both light and the heavy chain. They are called as constant region because amino acid in this region shows little variation amongst the antibody. The constant region forms the basis of antibody classification. In last, each variable and the constant region has one internal disulfide bond, and due to this internal disulfide bond, this structure is maintained. Thank you, and I hope you understand the lecture. Thank you.